All Linux practice ends up naturally impacting the computer configuration, which is why virtualization is fundamental. Also, in some cases the student may want to redo the practice. In this course, the teacher isolated the chapters, so that the student can create a virtual machine per chapter. Then start by pressing the New button to create your first virtual machine with Debian. We need to give a name to our virtual machine. Usually the name reflects its function. We will use Debian 12 64 bits. You must download the Debian 12 installation CD version AMD64. In the book, you will find the link to download it. Choose Linux in the operating system type option. There are particularities between Microsoft Windows and Linux. We will work with the AMD 64 architecture, that is, 64 bits. Note that there is already an option for Debian 64 bits. A Linux terminal no longer needs 512 megabytes to operate, but if your computer has a lot of memory, I recommend 1024 megabytes. Now just move forward. As we are creating a new virtual machine, so let's create a new virtual disk. Every virtualization technology actually virtualizes the input and output devices, but in the case of the hard disk, it creates a file. In Oracle VirtualBox it is common to work with the extension .vd. Choose the first option, Advance. This file that represents the hard drive it can be created once, with a defined size. Generally in gigabytes, or a small file, which resizes as we load more files into the virtual machine. Since we don't need high performance in a virtualization server, we will choose the first option, which is dynamic size. Let's set the maximum disk size. I recommend 20 gigabytes. As we chose dynamic resizing, this file will grow up to this value. VirtualBox will create the virtual machine. Having the Debian 12 64-bit version installation CD in hand, you can continue with the practices. Always follow the book, as the videos are aligned with the text.